Elizabeth Warren on the campaign trail says that she's going to pay for her $3 trillion green energy plan in part by reversing the Trump tax cuts, which she says largely benefit businesses and the wealthy. Oh, we need this guy right now. The author of the book, The Upside of Inequality, How Good Intentions Undermine the Middle Class. I love that title. His name, by the way, the author is Ed Conard, who joins us now. OK, let's suppose we did reverse the Trump tax cuts, as Ms. Warren wants. What would happen?
Well, I think if you look at the Congressional Budget Office, it says that the tax cuts cover their cost of financing. So think about if I go out and borrow money and buy a factory and that factory produces more income than the cost of the money I borrowed. Aren't future generations better off as a result of that? And I think why is it? Because we invest more, we grow faster, we get more innovation as a result of the lower corporate tax.
So you reverse the tax cuts. What happens to your economy?
Well, the problem here for her is it's not just the tax cut she's talking about. That's a small fraction of, she always says, well, that will partially cover the cost of this, it'll partially cover the cost of that.
Yep.
When you really start adding up everything she's proposing, she's talking about $3 trillion for climate change, $2 trillion for universal health care, $1 trillion for free college, $1 trillion for other things. That doesn't even include Medicare for all, which you could run into the tens of trillions of dollars.
But wouldn't that reverse or narrow income inequality? And wouldn't that be a good thing?
Well, we know this. Europe has imposed a fraction of those ideas on their economy, and their middle class enjoys 30% less consumption than our middle class does.
Whoa. Now, I didn't know that. You're telling me that a middle-class German family...
Yes.
Does what? They're 30% poorer than us?
Yeah, yes. In Northern European is about 30% poor. If you look at a per-hour basis for a comparable skilled person, they earn about 20% less, and then their companies are not able to provide them with anywhere near as much as employment as U.S. companies are able to employ our employees, so they get about 20% less hours. So if you look at a comparable skill level, they earn about 40% less, but Northern Europeans tend to be more skilled than Americans, so they end up earning about 30% less because they get somewhat of a premium for their higher skill.
I mean, they make less, earn less, lower standard of living.
And don't forget, they're freeloading off of our innovation. We're producing 6 times as much innovation as they are. They're freeloading off of our defense spending. They're freeloading off our medical spending. So without America, if we destroy America, turn it into Europe, you know, they would be substantially poor, we would be substantially poorer than just the 30% we see today. And the transition from here to there would be catastrophic.
Wouldn't it be beneficial if we just reduce the income inequality a little bit?
I think what we care about is maximizing the prosperity of our middle and working class.
Yes.
Right? That's the thing we really care about.
Yes.
What we see is that people that try to narrow inequality demotivate their most talented people, demotivate the entrepreneurs who are taking the risks that produce the innovation that grows the economy, and their middle and working class end up with less money. So I don't think we care about inequality. What we care about is trying to make our middle and working class as prosperous as we can possibly get them. And America's is substantially more prosperous than the second most prosperous place in the world, which is Northern Europe.
And we should be having you on the program more often, I think, because that was pretty good. Ed Conard, he's all right. Great book, too. Thank you, Ed.